Philosophy. And the piece I'm doing today is one of the absolute classics of love from philosophy. It's from the book that invented the very name philosophy, Love of Knowledge. And this is a passage from the Symposium that is spoken by Alcibiades, who would end up a tyrant and a villain of Athenian history, about his relationship with his master, Socrates. It's the phrase that invents, I suppose, platonic love. It's also very funny if you're ancient Greek, because it's the wrong way round. It was meant to be elderly men who tried to seduce younger men, and not the other way round. It starts off with Alcibiades talking. So, you want me to talk about love, do you? That's going to be difficult, you know, with that green-eyed monster looking at me. If I mention anyone else, he'll burn me with those green eyes of his. I'm going to have to praise him. But how do you praise somebody as strange as him? Particularly when you're as drunk as I am and all your thoughts are coming out funny. How to do it? Oh, I know what I'm going to do. Socrates, I'm going to tell the truth about you. I'm going to tell the truth about us. Would you like that?
Yeah, the truth is always a good thing.
Maybe. And this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to tell you some similes, two, to describe this man's nature. The first is he reminds me most truly of the satyr Marius. You know, the one with the little pucked out nose, pot belly and funny legs. He looks just the same. But he reminds me of Marius in another way. This was the immortal satyr that taught the immortal gods, and then man, how to play the pipes. How to make a music so sweet that it doesn't matter that it's played by divine Apollo or that servant girl. We listen to it and want nothing else. But with Socrates, you know, it's not music, it's ideas. He can give you an idea, an argument so powerful that hearing it, you can't believe, you can't think anything but accept it. In a way, he is the mightiest orator there's ever been. I have stood at the foot of Pericles. I have heard Themistocles' speech, and they are nothing on this man. More than that, their arguments could only be made by them alone. But Socrates teaches us all to think. So that hearing his argument, he makes you question everything that you do. He makes you wonder whether you're so wise after all, whether your life has really been worth living. So that if you want to achieve anything he doesn't like, you have to put your fingers in your ears and run. That's what I did. But it's only half of it, you know. He also reminds me of a sculpture's doll. You know the kind. There's all gross on the outside, a caricature. But when you open it up, there's a divine gold-plated god inside. And that is Socrates all over. To look at him, you would think he was a foul lech, the son of a midwife, who spends his time in dalliances with young men down in the marketplace, like so many others. And yet, you know, he doesn't care for our beauty, any more than he cares for power. All he cares for is learning. And once in a way, he'll open up his chest, and you'll see inside the golden divine light. I saw it once, and it's elated me like nothing else in my life. More than that, I thought, this is it. This is the come on. I'm going to be Socrates' lover. You see, I'm going to tell the truth. And it excited me, made me feel very proud. And I decided, well, I'd help him along. I took him down the gymnasium. We wrestled naked together for hours. But nothing happened. So, I invited him round for supper. I got rid of all the servants. I cooked famous aphrodisiacs. But nothing happened. I made him stay so late he couldn't go home. He had to share my couch. But nothing happened. The next day he got up, went home, left. Oh, how I hated him then. How I've run from him since. Because I loved him so.